Hey guys, I'm Allison, I'm the Pampered Wife. I have my summer favorites of makeup to share with you today. We've got a full face from foundation to everything in between. If you're interested in seeing some clean beauty that a 48-year-old loves to wear during the summer in a dry climate, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd love to have you subscribe and let's get into it. I want to start by saying in the summer, I'm outdoors more and exposed to more sun. Sunscreen is especially important, probably like it is to you. So I started this off with a sunscreen. Any sunscreen will do. Today I happen to be wearing the Le Prunier SPF 31 Plum Screen. It's a broad spectrum sunscreen, PA+++. This is a lovely sunscreen. We can talk about it later if you're interested, but just the point being, even if other products I may be wearing do have SPF in them, I do still apply a daily sunscreen. For foundation, what I've been loving this summer is the Tower 28 Sunny Days. It is broad spectrum SPF 30 and is a tinted sunscreen. I believe it's Ocean Park. I can't really read it, of course. Where are my readers when I need them? Well, I love this foundation in general. I wasn't a big fan because it didn't really have a shade for me. Now that I'm a little more tan, have a little more color, this seems to be a great shade. It has a gorgeous light coverage, but it definitely has some coverage, some blurring. I love the finish of just how skin-like, but sort of luminous, but I wouldn't call it dewy. It's just a really lightweight, comfortable foundation. It's just a beautiful foundation. Next, I went in with my all-time favorite. It's the contour from Westman Atelier in the shade Biscuit. I just swipe it on wherever I want and blend upward on the cheeks, around the edges of my face to create some dimension. It really just looks like shadow. I do have some dark pigmentation right here, hyperpigmentation, and some other places on my face. So that is not this product looking like it is a splotch of color. That's just my skin. But this is so easy to wear, so easy to blend in using your finger or a brush, however you want to do it. It's an all-time favorite, as you probably know if you've seen any of my videos. For blush, I have been shocked that I keep reaching for the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks in the shade Petal. I don't know what to say. I really thought that I did not like this product. I thought the shade was really unremarkable. I thought it didn't build up nicely or look too good on the cheeks. I wasn't that wowed for the expensive price point. I felt like all I was doing was paying for packaging, but I was not. I put this on. It's the perfect apple of the cheek shade for summer. It goes on so easily, tapping it in or using a brush. It's just got a beautiful sheen to it, not at all sticky or dewy, just the perfect texture, and you can build it up, which I did not do today, but I put it, on the apples of my cheek, over the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my chin. I often use it as a lip shade. I love it. So those are two Westman Atelier products. Funny because I also could have included her iPods, but I didn't. But I could have. For bronzer, I just love the Olema Pure bronzer in the shade Mauna Loa. It is a powder bronzer. I've showed this before. I also love Olema Pure's Satin Matte Foundation, which is a powder. Back to the bronzer. I feel like in summer, cream products can get slippery on the face, and especially with all the layers of sunscreen and foundation and blah blah. So I love to use some powder products. This shade is just perfect and it blends in perfectly. It's never patchy, it never sticks. It just wears beautifully. I have nothing bad to say about it. Plus it's this mineral powder, it's not gonna go bad. It's a nice size. I just love it. This would be my favorite. Now, if I were gonna choose a cream bronzer, it would be the Say bronzer. I've been using their lightest shade, Light Bronze, I think it's called. I always think I should go a shade darker. Regardless, my pick for this summer is the Olema Pure. It has such a beautiful skin blurring effect, and I just think it's beautiful. For concealer, there's no question. It's the Jane Iredale Enlighten Plus Under Eye Concealer. SPF 30 broad spectrum UVB PA+++. I have the shade number 1. I love that it has a peachiness to it, so it does some color correction. It's a thicker, firmer cream product. So I do like to tap it out, and once it warms some on my skin, then I can sort of spread it out a little bit. But it's mostly tapping. I also use a brush sometimes. I'm not a big sponge person, so if you're a sponge person, you know, let us know in the comment section if you use sponges to apply your under eye concealer. But it wears beautifully. It doesn't really crease. I mean, it definitely doesn't crease more than any other under eye concealer I've ever used. I love that it has the SPF in it. I mean, we can never get enough SPF under here. I think that's close to our eyes is a place we often defer. Let me slow down. I think underneath and close to our eyes is a place we often forget to put enough SPF. So having this as a concealer, that's fantastic. But I love this anyway. I mean, I wear it all year. This has been in my favorites, and you probably already know that. For brows, I've been reaching for the Fit Glow Brow Gel Serum. I can't see the exact name, but it is the shade medium brown, which I thought was going to be a little warm and a little pale, or like light in shade for me, but I mean, it's really pretty deep. It doesn't look so deep when I put it on the back of my hand. I definitely use some pencils that are darker, and I've definitely had brow products that are cooler in tone. It deposits a nice amount of color. It holds my brows really nicely, and it's comfortable. Like, well, I don't touch my brows too much. I can definitely feel it in there when I touch my brows, but I haven't had problems with it like melting. I don't know if it's because it's warmer now that I found I actually have to wipe the brush off some. It's a pretty wet formula, and I had the clear formula before and didn't have that, or maybe just because it was clear, I didn't notice so much because it wasn't depositing color and I couldn't mess up or put too much on. In any event, I'm just really loving it, and I know it has benefits for the little hairs up here. I feel like in Clean Beauty, everything has skincare benefits, but it's worth saying. Anyway, this has been my favorite for the summer. Just the one I keep reaching for. For eyes, like I said, I really could have gone with the Westman Atelier iPods. I also could have gone with the Ritual de Fille. Oh, I can't think of what they're called, but their eye products I love, but there really was a clear winner to me for what I've been reaching for just every moment that I'm not trying out a different product or doing what I've been wearing this week or something. It's the Carewise Cream eyeshadow. I have the shade, I believe it's Ember. It is the perfect taupey shade. It's described differently online, and I'll put it on the screen when it says online. But for me, I feel like it's the perfect taupey shade, and it's one of those barely there kind of things that has a gorgeous sheen to it. Maybe you'd call it satin. It's not shimmery or sparkly, but it's definitely illuminating a little bit brightening. It makes me look just finished, you know, a little more polished. It's so easy to apply. It all comes off my finger for the most part. I just tap it in. I've never tried a brush with this. I just don't see a reason to. It's a drier cream. It doesn't crease. I don't think you'll see creasing. Like I said, I've had this on for like 7 hours. I want to get more shades. It's effortless and it looks beautiful. It's versatile. I just keep reaching for this one too. For eyeliners, I don't have a single eyeliner that stays put. That if I apply it on my upper lash line, after a little bit, it will definitely appear below my lower lash line. I don't even know how that's possible. But that happens with every liner, including the one that I've chosen for this summer. But the reason I chose the Jones Road, what is it called? Best Liner, Perfect Liner, the Best Pencil in the shade brown. The reason I chose this is because it is creamy. I've been using it in my crease just to define my eye a little bit more because I have hooded lids. And it's creamy enough to apply, you know, pat or rub out a little bit. And the shade is perfect. It is a neutral brown. It works with everything, and I've just been loving it. I really think it comes down to the shade. Probably almost any eyeliner pencil would work, but this is the one that I've just been reaching for again and again, and I do have other brands. Now, of course, I've been reaching for my Victoria Beckham Eye Brightening Waterline Pencil. It's just a must. Makes me look more awake, makes me feel like I look more awake, and it's great for highlighting the inner corner and just under the brow bone. I just feel like that's just a little subtle something that completes the look even more, but is subtle and, you know, it doesn't look really made up or anything. It is the smoothest, glidiest, most effortless pencil to apply. It's completely comfortable. I can't recommend it enough. As far as mascara, I don't have either of my favorite mascaras of the summer right now because I've used them both up. One is the Aether Beauty Big Bang Mascara because it wears so well. It doesn't run or smudge or flake. And same with my other choice, which is the RMS Peptide something. I was so impressed with that one. I feel like both of those mascaras wear really well. Both are volumizing and you can build them up some to get some lengthening. I feel like the RMS was more lengthening and volumizing, whereas the Big Bang is just more volumizing. But I feel like you couldn't go wrong with either one. In the summer, in the humidity, with the sweat, as long as you're not getting, you know, sprayed in the face with a water hose, they both wear beautifully, and those are my top two choices for summer. Today, I happen to have on the Kjaer Weis Impossible Mascara, and it's, you know, it's already under here. For lips, again, with the SPF, I love the Coola Tinted Mineral Lipsticks. It's SPF 30, water resistant for 80 minutes. It's titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Today I happen to be wearing the shade Nude Beach. I love these. This has been, I think, in a favorites as well. All of them come with a screw-on top, so you really can throw it in a bag. The top isn't gonna come off. It's not gonna melt and get everywhere. It may get a little bit softer in 100-degree weather or something, but it doesn't melt. You're never gonna smush it all the way when you put it on your lips, like have a glob come off or anything. So it really is great for the heat. I love the SPF. They're so comfortable. They feel more like a balm, or maybe I'm just used to dry lipsticks. I don't know. This one's a nice light, paler shade, which I don't often do, but I think it's nice sometimes, especially in an everyday look where I'm, you know, casual and don't want a bright lip or anything to stand out too much. And they all have a scent. This one smells like caramel and tastes a little sweet. I could do without some of that, but it doesn't dissuade me. SPF on the lips is so important, and I've noticed more brands are coming out with it. Actually, Coco Kind recently came out with SPF lip product, and Jane Iredale has one. This is just the highest I found, SPF 30, and that's why I gravitate toward this one. I did go ahead and put on a little bit of a clear lip gloss. I also, after the video, applied the lip gloss to the high points of my cheek because I don't usually apply highlighter in the summer. I just find I don't need it. I'm sweating, I'm glistening, I have enough sheen to my face, but I couldn't help myself. Anyway, this one is the Minori just clear gloss. It's comfortable, it's nice, it's a clear lip gloss. Last but not least, again, no surprise if you watch my channel, my favorite, it's all dirty. She needs a little polishing. My favorite powder is the Say Air Set Setting Powder. I have the shade Translucent. I love it. There's no other product that I've tried that's like it. I am curious to try the Fit Glow though. The new Fit Glow Loose Setting Powder. If you've tried it, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you think I should try it. This one does everything I'm looking for. I even use it under my eyes in the summer. I've said before I wouldn't use it under my eyes because it has a bit of a sheen and I prefer something more matte under my eyes. I've gotten past that. I use it under my eyes as well, as you see in this video. It sets down the makeup, it gets rid of any tackiness, but it doesn't take away absolutely all the skin-like finishings or skin-like sheen, however you'd say that. It still looks like skin. It doesn't look completely matte and powdered. It's so comfortable. You know, I haven't touched up with powder. I still feel when I'm touching my face right now, which is the first time I've done it since I applied it, I still feel no sense of tackiness or anything. I think it's worn beautifully. The shade blends right in, it blurs, leaves a gorgeous finish while tamping down any stickiness. So that's another one of my all-time favorites. Let me know what your summer go-tos are. If there's some of the same as mine or different, same as mine. Let me know what some of your favorite makeup products are, if there's some of the same as mine or completely different. I would love to know. I'm always looking for new things to try. Everything I talk about is listed in the description box down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you subscribe. And as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.